Oh my god, I do not own a butt plug. Can we just say that?
Edit the butt plug out. Hey, welcome to TATTCHAT episode 1 with my good friend, model, designer,
Stylist.
a lot going on, a bit of everything. Kyle Devolle.
I'm the definition of half man, half drugs. Ask the clubs, bad boy, that's what's up. Half the bucks.
Alright, that's the favourite part of the show. Gonna do the 20 questions, this or that.
I'm excited about these.
Letting this little stencil dry. I haven't 100% read these questions, so just as a little warning for you.
I feel like they're going to be really bad now.
I think they could be good. Alright, so yeah, one word answer. Try not to pause.
Alright.
Oh god. Okay, right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Alright, cat or dog?
Dog.
Sweet or savoury?
Sweet.
Westwood or McQueen?
Westwood.
Trainers or heels?
Heels.
Top or bottom?
Oh, depends what day of the week it is.
LA or New York?
LA.
Chinese or Italian?
Italian.
Online or e-shopping?
Online.
Money or fame?
Money.
Beads or pearls?
Pearls.
Bagels or muffins?
Oh, that's tough. Muffins.
Leather or lace?
Oh. Leather.
Selfie or group pic?
Selfie.
Sunburn or mosquito bite?
Oh, sunburn.
Passenger or driver?
Passenger.
Meat or veg?
Veg.
Raisins or nuts?
Raisins.
Touch or taste?
Touch.
Who wrote these? Work hard or play hard?
Play hard.
Night in, night out?
Night in.
Bath or shower?
Bath.
Gee! Well done, you passed. Right, let's get to it. We'll start with the little pearls you said you preferred, right, over beads?
Yeah.
Alright, we'll start with the pearl then. So you had a gay time cover come out. Were you on it yourself or were you styling?
No, so I had a gay time. I've styled a few this year, but I had my own one in February.
Congrats.
Issue. Thank you. It was good because I've always grown up reading that magazine, so it was like an honour when they asked me to do it.
Who shot it and where was it all done?
Our dear friend Damon Baker shot it.
Oh sick, I haven't seen Damon for
I
April.
know,
We got
we
some
love
stories.
Damon. Yeah, we
Jesus.
love David.
Yes.
And then we shot it at my friend's house in Notting Hill Gate. It was really
amazing.
Cool. Yeah, it was a really nice.
Was it a little was it a big feature or was it just a page?
It was the cover, babe.
Oh, you did? Yeah, but what was going on inside? Were you doing
And it was like a 4-page spread on the inside.
Amazing. Did you self-style it?
Yeah, I did. So I thought it'd be weird if someone else styled
yeah,
it. Do you know what I mean? So
well,
I self-styled
you know what you look best in, obviously.
Yeah, I know what I like.
Yeah.
It was good. I got to talk about another highlight of this year, which was I started my platform Cake.
Right. Tell us a little bit about Cake then.
Well, it stands for Courage for Kids and Equality. And basically the idea just came from when I was growing up, I didn't really have anyone to look up to, and it's more just when you were in school and stuff, they just kind of portrayed you that being gay was wrong, and it was never something that.
It's very old school English.
Yeah, exactly.
Mentality.
Exactly,
yeah.
and oh, it's an illness or something like that. That's what I kind of got
So
told when I was growing up.
Yeah,
so backwards. So I kind of just thought, for the new generation, especially because times are changing and people are becoming a lot more open, especially in the UK.
Yeah.
So I just thought it was the perfect time to start something to offer that support to people in their transition.
And how do you go about the support and what do you do for them?
Eventually, I'm hoping that we'll get some funding and we'll turn it into we can do fun days and real actual hands-on support. But for now, because we haven't got that much budget, I've just been doing kind of yourself 5-minute interviews with inspirational people.
So, who are some other people that you've taken inspiration from, whether it be your style or whether it be your lifestyle?
I mean, style-wise.
Yeah, style. Let's go for style.
Style-wise, obviously, I'm so inspired by the original 70s, 80s rock stars, pop stars like David Bowie, Freddie Mercury, Mark Bolan.
T-Rex, huh?
Love him.
You gonna sing a little bit of T-Rex for us, quick?
I'm not gonna be that mean and try and sing.
I thought
but
you
then, actual in life and the path that I'm taking and stuff. I'm really inspired by the new generation, like the generation underneath us, like the new kids that are doing this kind of like non-conformity gender thing that like, you know, because obviously you've known me for years, and you know what I'm like when it comes to style. Like, if I want to wear a dress, I'll wear a dress. If I want to wear a tracksuit, I'll wear a tracksuit.
Your bum-length blonde hair.
Right, and my bum-length blonde hair.
Hey.
So it's like, when I was growing up, like, I didn't really have anyone that was like me. So it's inspiring to see all these kids that just don't fucking give a shit. And they're just like,
absolutely
out there, like, living their truth. Like, it's really inspiring.
Well, nowadays, a lot of designers putting out collections not aimed at one.
No, exactly,
one sex,
like gender fluid.
Who are your favourite leading designers for that at the minute?
I'd say my number one's definitely, there's a designer called Palomo Spain. Yeah, I think they're Spanish. I think it's Barcelona they're based, but that's their whole thing, is like gender fluidity. Like, they do stuff for both men and women, like exactly the same pieces and stuff. But then they put boys in all their campaigns in like dresses and heels.
Do they? How does the sizing work?
I mean, I think when you click on the website, you either click male or female sizing. It gives you both options. Right. But that's, I mean, that's how fashion's going at the end of the day. I think there's so much pressure.
Is that accessible, that brand?
Yeah, it's online. It's on palomospain.com, and they've got an Instagram and stuff.
Sick.
They're really good.
Who are some recent people that people may know that you have been styling?
Who have I been styling recently?
Anyone in the last...
Daisy
last 2 weeks.
Last 2 weeks, Abby Clancy.
Yeah,
love Abby.
Yeah, me too. Different reasons probably.
I mean, yeah, I definitely have her down as one of the most beautiful women in England. To be honest, she's stunning. She's just a really, really genuinely nice person.
Always nice to hear.
As well. Monroe, obviously I work with quite a bit.
Shout out Monroe.
We recently shot. I did a Gay Times cover with her actually.
I know, I was in it.
Oh yeah.
You styled me
Your
too.
little naked cameo.
You styled me kind of.
And I said wear the black pants over the white pants.
The black or white pants, that was the big decision.
That was the call.
We went for black pants. Check that out, Gay Times. I think it's still out, or it's online, or you'll see it online on Monroe's Insta. Theresa May and Brexit.
Oh God.
No, before we even get into that. Changing the subject drastically, what about that geezer who does the Tesla cars, saying about the AI coming in? Is that something you've been following?
No.
Alright, moving on.
Why are they all laughing?
Why is
it Elon Musk? Who is it? Who are you talking about? Elon Musk?
Why is everyone laughing?
Because it's Kyle you're talking to. That's why they're laughing. Every day.
You touched.
That hurts that little bit.
Come on. You're a strong, independent woman. Touching on the drinking, I know that a little while ago you found sobriety. It's something that both of us are passionate about, and both of us back and support, and are here for people going through anything like that. Do you want to talk to us a little bit about? Don't necessarily have to say why you got sober, but maybe like the lifestyle changes you made this year?
Yeah, I mean, I'm cool talking about it. Like, I was just going out partying too much and burning the candle at both ends, and like, it just affects you, and you can't really get your work done and stuff like that. Like, since I've stopped drinking and partying and stuff, like, I've got so much done. It's just my mind is a lot clearer. Things don't get to me as much as well.
Was there any sort of, I know it's very, very nowadays, we're all raising awareness, and nowadays it's a lot more open to be able to talk to each other about, like, sort of not being 100% happy and healthy and all good, because obviously for a long time, you know, the English way was to shut up, have a beer and get on with it, you know, that's how I'm presuming a lot of people our age were raised, you know. If you said, I'm feeling a bit down, I'll have a beer, you know.
Yeah, so, of course, everyone has a glass of wine with lunch.
You know, it's all good. Oh, you don't drink too much. You just, you know, what? Have you found any of the sort of mental sort of sides? Like were you fighting depression, or is there anything like that? Has that all sort of subsided, or is that something that's helped?
Yeah, it's definitely helped. Like, I still have my up days and my down days, like, regardless of being sober.
You're a human being, exactly. Absolutely.
But I mean, it helped. I find it a lot easier to deal with, like, a down day now.
Yeah.
You know, because you know it's just a phase. Whereas if if you've got a lot of like, even if you're not taking them at the time, you know, when you take drugs, it stays in your system for up to 3 months. So it's like you're still going through those emotions, and like some people don't realise that like you're acting like a cunt because you took drugs, because you drank alcohol, you know, and it's like might be 3 days later, but that come down really does affect you.
Yeah, it slows a lot down. You know, I think the biggest thing in sobriety, or I think in hindsight from being sober, I think nowadays a lot of people I talk to is there's very few wasted days when you're sober. You know, the amount you achieve and the amount of time you've got for everything and for everyone is a lot higher, because you're not spending those days locked away.
No, of course.
Fighting those demons of what's going on, you know?
And to be honest, I think for so long it was like you go out and you party and you drink and you take drugs as like a mask, you know, instead of like dealing with your own emotions. And I feel like this year I've had to deal with a lot of emotions that I didn't know were there.
Absolutely.
So that's probably been the toughest point, but I mean, I'm so happy that I decided to.
Yeah. Did you have a strong
sort
of group of people around when you became sober, or did you do it on your own, or?
I mean, most of my friends still drink, and they didn't really get it. They didn't really get why I was doing it. You know, they're like, "Why are you not drinking? You haven't got a problem." And you're like,
"Absolutely,
I do." But like you said, it just goes down to in the UK, like it's just like second nature to have a drink.
Oh, absolutely. I think we were all raised with it, you know?
So I did feel alienated for a while, but then, you know, once you got, like, now I can go out and, like, be around alcohol and not want to have a drink. If anything, it's quite, you can feel quite smug, because you're like, I'm not going to feel shit tomorrow.
Absolutely.
And also it's just, I know people just chat so much shit on a night out, like, they want to grab you to a corner and be like off their nut chatting shit, and it's like...
your new best friend for the evening.
Literally, and it's like, to be honest, I kind of just look at that now and it kind of just confirms, like, why I'm doing what I'm doing, and like, it doesn't feel like I'm actually just... like when I first started it was like sobriety was an issue, you know, and it was like a thing that I was going through every day, having to battle, and now it just feels like second nature.
I think a lot of people worry about it being a chore or being resented, but I think after a good couple of months, you start just getting with the plan, and you just, you know, you're not even thinking about it when you're out. You know, your pals know you don't drink. You know, it's not something you have to necessarily worry about.
Yeah, exactly. I always do find it long to like explain it to people.
Trust me.
I'm just like, no, I'm not drinking tonight, instead of being like I don't drink. They're like, why don't you drink?
Come on, have a drink. Yeah. How many times have you heard that in your life? Come on, just have a drink.
Just have one.
Just have one drink.
It's never just one.
Have you found that you've made better decisions through your sobriety?
100%.
Yeah, like, not just on nights out, but the clarity that it's
just clarity in general, and like the whole like. Just like menial things, like having an argument with your friend. You know, you get like pissed off over the littlest things, and it's like nothing really phases me anymore. You're just like, it's not worth it. You can have time to like take 5 seconds out and think about it before, whereas I felt like I was on it and out, like I'll just be like instantly writing back to people and just being angry all the time. Do you know what I mean?
Nowadays, I think you just get that extra breath, that extra second of like composure. Exactly. You know, it's like, you know what, it's not worth it. You know, I'll deal with this after I've rested, you know, like I don't think, as you said, it's like, I don't know, you relearn, I think you relearn, and you learn a lot about yourself in a positive way with sobriety, you know?
100%, you learn to love yourself again. Express yourself.
We're available with Hire, me and Kyle, Christmas parties.
Boy band, and bar mitzvahs.
And celebrations of any kind.
Any type. Graduations.
Funerals. Jesus. My business partner, who won't be named, decided we should advertise in funeral parlours for memorial tattoos at a discount price.
Oh my god, it's a bit morbid.
He's a hustler. Do you think that's a good idea?
I mean, everyone wants a tattoo.
Do you think that's a good demographic to reach though? Recently deceased.
Yeah, because loads of people. No, but honestly, in all honesty, loads of people get tattoos for people that have died, and
so discounts. So
you might be onto something.
Death discount.
Yeah, double D's.
Who doesn't love a double D?
Right?
Hey.
I like this A. I'm gonna start saying that the rest of the day now. I'm gonna walk around Angel and be like, A.
I do a different letter per week.
So today's A.
Yeah, next week's B.
C.
C.
D.
got another good couple of questions. Not as quick as the 20 questions, so you got a bit more chance to think. But yeah, they should be good. What? Hold on. Got to still concentrate. I'll take my presenting hat off. If you had to change your name from Kyle, what name would it be and why?
Oh wow.
You can have a little think.
I think I'd probably change it to like a stripper's name.
A stripper's name?
Yeah, like I've always wanted to be called Champagne.
Champagne Devolle.
Champagne Devolle, how good does that sound?
We can make that happen. How do we make that happen?
Or Champagne Devolle.
Champagne. Double barrel.
Double barrel.
It's a good answer. Champagne. I remember that. Next question. Next question is, what is the funniest way you've managed to hurt yourself?
Oh.
And if it's a PC enough story, please let us know how.
Funniest way, I'm not going to be like, oh, I tripped on a butt plug. Like, the funniest way I've hurt myself is, oh my god, I do not own a butt plug. Can we just say that?
Edit the butt plug out.
What's the funniest way? Probably like walking into a lamppost.
Yeah? What, looking at Instagram or something?
No, it was probably on my 21st birthday. I was just super drunk and not paying attention so I was walking. And I walked into a lamppost, I got a little scar on my eyebrow. That's probably the funniest way I've hurt myself. But I'm naturally quite clumsy.
Yeah?
So I trip over my own feet all the time.
Damn. It's always the heels you're wearing.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. It can be your sober days or your non-sober days. But if you were to be arrested...
Yeah.
And without telling people, your friends and family had to guess what it would have been for, what do you think they might suggest?
Definitely, I'd have to definitely be drunk.
Drunk.
And it would probably just be like aggression.
Drunk aggression?
Chatting back to a police officer or something. But in the back of a police van.
So a bit of fuck you to authority?
Yeah, fuck you to authority.
Fuck
definitely.
you to authority.
Never been one for rules.
You're a bit of a rule breaker.
Bit of a rebel.
Bit of a rebel. Go and sing some Bowie then, Rebel Rebel.
Rebel Rebel. Your face is a mess.
Is that your go-to karaoke?
No, my go-to karaoke might be a bit of Cheryl Cole because I feel like our vocals are on the same path.
Right, well, with your launch...
Smash the Shezza song.
With your launch being in Newcastle as well.
Right, exactly. She was the face of Shezza.
This is just TATTCHAT Jordan Shaw.
Why, man?
Way, What was the reasoning, or is there a reasoning behind the chandelier, or is it just because you're so beautiful?
Oh, to be honest, I know people like always be like, oh, I've got a story about this tattoo and this. Like,
were you
I
swinging off a chandelier
feel that
somewhere?
way. No, I like chandeliers.
Yeah.
I just thought it'd be quite a cute place just to put it there.
It's not like a childhood memory?
Nah, none of my tattoos really mean anything to me. You know how people are like, oh, this was like for my mom and that's for my... Nah.
No?
Just things that I like, I just think, fuck it, I want to put it on my body.
Do you have any idea what I'm about to ask you about your body parts?
No. Favourite body part?
Least favourite. No. If you had to lose one body part for life, what would it be and why?
A little finger. My little finger.
Come on.
Yeah, one of my
That's
little
the
fingers.
obvious ones. There's got to be something better than that.
I love everything though.
Why a finger? Why not a toe?
Because I wear sandals. And I
You
kind
don't
of
wear
think
gloves?
yeah, but I feel like the whole thing of like having like one finger missing is kind of cool. It's like a pirate.
Pirate finger.
Do you know what I mean?
It's very-
Oh, I've lost my finger.
That's very Champagne Devolle.
Right?
Yeah, that could kind
And
of.
plus I could just get one of those stick-on fingers.
Is there such a thing?
Of course there is, like a prosthetic finger.
But then you haven't lost it forever.
But it wouldn't be mine, I'd have to take it off every time I'm like gonna like eat food, have a wank. Well, it depends what hand it is.
Just take your finger off for a wank.
Well, of course you take your finger off for a wank.
Would
It's
you?
not like you can bend them.
But what happens? It like was good because it like lost. You can't feel that finger, so. It's
Is that someone else's hand?
Yeah. Oh, this is definitely going on the adult chat.
Project
Right.
it down.
Let me give you a white. Well done, mate. That's
We're done.
a sore tattoo that you made look very easy and entertained us all whilst doing it. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me. Look how beautiful this is.
I'll have you any day of the week, sunshine.
Crazy. I was expecting like, how many dicks have you sucked?
Oh no,
That's
that's
the way you were
this or that.
Come on. I'm the definition of half man, half drugs. Ask the clubs. Bad boy, that's what's up. After